Hey, this is Kurt the Boat Doctor. Hey, got my old phone up here with the kickstand, watching a little news while I'm messing around here. Hey, this is gonna be a video kind. I'm gonna have two of them. I'm gonna show you this boat. I've already ran it out. It's a 2000, I think 1524 North River Seahawk, beautiful boat. But this is kind of what to look for when buying a boat, and what I do and Marina does for the customers that buy from us is that a lot of times, you know, if you go to a dealer, they're not going to take you out in the bay, and they definitely ain't going to take you out when it's rough or in the jetty. They'll maybe take you to the lake, or they'll just throw you the keys and they'll say, hey, read the book. But this is stuff you don't get billed for, and you probably don't see. I've had someone ask about this. That's why I'm doing this video. So this is a consignment boat, so we're going to sell this boat. So what happens then, I'm taking the boat out, which I'm doing right now. Just a good example. Then I write a list, what needs to be fixed, and then I call the customer or the people that are consigning it and say, hey, this needs to be fixed, this needs to be fixed, and so on. Now, back to when you're buying the boat, the main thing on boats is the motor and the control box and gauges, and of course bilge pumps, the wiper, and the horn. That's the main thing I'm concerned about. Now in this instance, this boat is damn clean, right? Yeah, you got scratches here and back here, paint fade, but this is a work boat. If you got to worry about every little scratch, you probably ain't gonna have fun taking people fishing. So the way I look at it, just fish it like this, and now say down the road, you know, I want it to look pretty. Then all I would do, would be me personally, I'd bedline all this area right in here with a good gray bed liner. Then you never have to worry about it. Think about a truck, bedline it right, lasts forever. That's what I would do. I would just do this area. This looks good. Just the side, maybe Zolatone it again. And that's all you really have to do, because this guy actually, look, if you look at the inside, it looks like brand new. Now, for instance, when I take this boat out, now this ain't what you're getting billed for. I recalibrated the autopilot, 235, 237. So you're within 2, but he's got a little air in the system. So if we would have just sold the boat and I wouldn't have took this out, the autopilot would have been 20 degrees off. So see, and his compass is almost, it's off about maybe 10, and you can adjust that there, but these readings are correct. And then this was really jerky, the radar was jittering. That means your compasses are off. So now it's not jittering, the line's good, it was crab walking before, and again it was 10 to 20 off. So this is one thing I did. Now here's another thing, we're going to have to adjust the trim cam sensors. These are off right here. So I'm going to trim them all the way down. And when you're on autopilot, you just want to make sure, you know, you're at the same RPMs roughly. 100 ain't going to make a difference. But see, you're all the way just 3 bars, that's 2 bars. And your fuel flow is definitely got to be off. They probably didn't reset that when they added fuel, because there's no way this is burning 11 gallons an hour at this speed. So, but anyway, so these are some of the things that I'd check. So now, I put this in. By the time I do the videos on this boat, I check everything. Like, I check the downriggers that do crab davits. I check the bilge pumps, and then that's another thing, the wash down hose on this boat. Probably a switch, I think they're going to replace that. So by the time I get that, and I look at the fuel, make sure it's propped right, then it goes back to the shop. So now, say there was a running issue at the boat. Okay, say water in the fuel. I would have to take the boat out again. So again, this is something you don't pay for. And then after that, I give it the okay, they take it back and they wash it, they flush the motors and all this stuff. You're not getting charged for it. And now right now I need to go over probably 10 degrees. I just hold that. And I'm gonna try to miss this boat coming up. We're in 50 feet of water. So then after it gets clean, of course, then they put it on the web page, and then, you know, that takes time. So there's a lot of things you don't see that when you say, well, that boat's expensive. Yeah, but we're going to be about the same price as they are, but you're not going to get all this, what I'm telling you now. Then after I do that, then the customer wants to go out. So then I take the customer out. It could be 5 hours. They're not getting billed for that. That would be, you know, almost $1,000 bucks. Now I'm going to go 10 again over. I'm gonna go to 205 and hopefully I'll just miss that pyramid. It looks like a charter boat's out here. I don't see no real fish. There's a little bit of bait about 30 feet. So this is just kind of some of the things, and then there's some things that I'll be out here resetting the auto, or resetting the electronics because they're not set. You know, a lot of people don't know how to set them, you know, from the factory, you know, the right way. This guy did a pretty good job, but he was off on some things, and now his guy's right on the heading line I added in here. So we're going to go over to about 175, and that should take me over there. So back to that. So when you buy a boat from Marina, 1307 Newmark, I'm not in sales, but I can help you kind of figure out what's the right boat for you. And there's a boat for everybody. I mean, you got a lot of money, okay, of course, you can buy anything you want. But you still got to figure out what you're using the boat for 70% of the time, and that's how you buy it. It says, maybe I'm going to do this, then you're going to buy a bigger boat that you probably don't need. And so back to the boat size, it's all in the garage and what the people want. If I'm just going to be up over there salmon fishing, hell, all I need is a little 15-foot smoker crab. That's all I need for 2 people. But now say I want to go out in the ocean, but I still want to fish up in here. Yeah, this 24 North River is awesome boat for that. I mean, it'll do it all. And then money. So then you just got to look at the boat and say, you know, but don't settle for something you don't want. That's one thing I'm going to tell you. The woulda, coulda, shoulda thing. Like say, you really wanted a 20, but the 18 was like $5,000 cheaper. I would spend the $5,000 because you'll regret it later. And again, when you're looking at a boat, it's the motor, controls, bilge pumps, wipers, horns are my main concern, and it doesn't leak. So you get a boat that needs a little paint, maybe you know, needs a top on it, depends on what you buy it for. But then I can oversee a lot of, you know, like tops and some of the gauges and so on, if you can get a good buy. But so main thing, you can vinyl wrap things for like little or nothing. So I can see through dirt. I look at the size. If it's scraped, fine. But if there's a bunch of, you know, scratches, deep scratches in it and dents, I say, you know, I'll probably stay away from that. But again, if it's just a fishing boat, you don't really care and don't want to spend a lot of money, just so the bottom of the boat is fine, you're good to go. Okay, now what we're going to do is just show you what I carry with me. My go bags. I got, if I can't fix it with what's in there and what's in my pocket, that's float so I can see the current, I use this for. Then I go over here, I got my fuel connector if I needed to bypass the fuel line. Then of course I got keys with a floaty. Always put your keys on a floaty. Then I got a light, emergency light. Then a compass. This is stuff I just carry in my pocket. Other than that, everything's in there. Oh, I got some drain plug. Got a crescent wrench. I got an Allen head. Got batteries. I got another drain plug. I even got some mints in case I get thirsty. Then I dig in the other pocket. I got more mints, of course. And I got rubber bands in there. I got a little dental floss to get up into the pit tube. Then I got my torch for like wires. What else do I got in here? Oh, my hailer sometimes if I get winded. Then, oh, this is a handy little tool. Battery again for remotes. Another drain plug, a Snappy Crab drain plug. Let me see. What else do I got in here? Another drain plug. And I got more stuff. But this stuff I carry in my pocket. Again, I can typically fix it with all that. And of course, the handy dandy Leatherman. So now, with that ado, just remember these little things you get when you buy from Marina. You probably get, I'd say, if I have main electronics, like I'm setting up a boat that has bathroom, heads, stoves, refrigerator, then I'm going to go over another 10 inch. should bring me right on there. There you go, 150 a foot. So we're on autopilot. Okay, I have 3 screens to set up. Radar, FLIRs, Sinox cameras, downriggers, crab davits, and all that. That boat could take me a good 12 hours easy. Could take 24 to set it up the right way and to check everything and do my tests, do my videos, download them. So you figure 2 days, just figure even 8-hour days, that's 16 hours right there times 200. Figure that out. That's what a normal, if they could do this, would charge you. That's a lot of time. They may bill you for an hour or 2 hours my time, but other than that, everything I talked about, you know, doesn't cost you, and nobody else would do that, I guarantee you. Same thing, I could certain boats I've had out 5 times plus a customer almost all day going through the electronics, no bill. So that's something to think about when you're buying. Boat Doctor out.